The Path from Fit for a King is the band's 5th studio album on Solid State Records, and it's a metalcore headbanging fest. This album is full of all the things metalcore fans love. It's got the riffs, the breakdowns, the brutal vocals, catchy choruses, and loud drums. Although some fans think it's a bit of a departure, Fit for a King comes out swinging and brings the heavy. Welcome to the Wildcast, the show where we take an in-depth look at music, movies, video games, and everything in between. I'm your host, Kyle is Wild. Now let's get into it. The first thing I noticed on the opening track, The Face of Hate, was how dirty that freaking bass tone was. Tuck has that tone dialed in. It sounds amazing. The guitars have a meaty chug that's expected in this kind of genre, and they clear up really nice on the harmonized riffs. The overall mix is great, except for that kick drum. Now this might be a personal preference, but to my ears, that kick was just a little too clicky. It seemed to distract me from the rest of the mix throughout the whole album. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't ruin the album or anything, it just sticks out a little too much for my taste. A little more low end in the EQ would have helped out a ton. They also did a really good job adding some electronic/industrial sounds, like on the track God of Fire, which is appreciated and shows some creativity. The whole album lyrically has themes of overcoming adversity and striving to keep pushing ahead. Vocalist Ryan Kirby does a fantastic job here with his vocal approach. Switching from screaming distorted vocals and growls to melodic singing, and then to some clean singing vocals showing off his awesome range. He also is joined by new guitarist Daniel on songs like Louder Voice and Breaking the Mirror with some really sweet vocal harmonies. And full disclosure here, Daniel is a dear friend of mine. We go way back. We grew up together, started our first bands together. But, I mean, I'm going to be as unbiased as I possibly can. Love you, Daniel. Tracks Breaking the Mirror and the title track, The Path, have brilliant guitar solos performed by Daniel. They left me wanting more. A little more shreddage. Oh man, I would have loved to seen some more on some other songs. But the songs that do have solos are fantastic. The main riff in The Path reminded me of Drag the Waters by Pantera, oddly enough. That opening, dang, 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 dang. If it had a cowbell, oh my lord, it'd have been spot on, but in the best way possible, not like a cheap ripoff or anything. The Prophet has the heaviest chorus lyrically, asking God, if you can create all the stars, why can't you mend a broken heart? It also goes into a short blast beat section that caught me completely off guard and made me want to bang my head. It was sick. The track Locked has a super catchy chorus that I've been humming for days on end since listening to the album. Super catchy, super awesome. The track Stockholm has probably the heaviest breakdown of the whole album. It is definitely a pitch starter for sure. All that said, my favorite track of course is God of Fire. The band is joined by Ryo Kinoshita from the band Crystal Lake, and he does some guest vocals here and blends really well with Kirby. The industrial sounds and the gut-busting riffs just hit like a ton of bricks, man. The song is fantastic. Although it's a bit of a departure from their previous albums, the Path from Fit for a King shows that the band is experimenting with new ideas, but are still keeping those heavy, heart-pounding breakdowns that their fans have come to love. The Path is about overcoming the trials of life and knowing that God has your back. It's a headbanging, sing-along metal fest with a positive message. What more could you ask for? And now for the final rating. Really, the only thing I didn't enjoy was the kick drum. Everything else was firing at all cylinders. So, out of 10, it's going to be a 7 out of 10 for me. Thanks for watching. If you have any other suggestions of other albums you want me to check out, I'm open to any kind of genre that's hip-hop, gangster rap, some Latin, jazz, whatever it is, I'm a fan of. I'd love to check out some new music, so send it my way and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on it. And be sure to subscribe, like the video. I'm new at this, so any help and suggestions would help me out a ton. And be sure to follow my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/KyleIsWild, where we play games, listen to music, and just react to all different kinds of stuff. Appreciate you guys watching, and have a good day. See ya.